Hey folks, this is David Smith of Correctional Officer Lifestyle coming to you today with another video about paperwork topics. This one is when you're giving a report, you are telling about something that happened. You've already got who was involved, what happened. What we need to know now is when it happened. Both the date and the time are crucial to this. In the Department of Corrections that I work in Florida, we do not use the 24-hour military clock. I wish we did. It would be better, but I'm just a captain. I don't make policy. So you have to remember what time of day it is. You can't just say it was 12 o'clock. Well, it could be midnight, it could be noon. 12 o'clock a.m. is midnight, 12 o'clock p.m. is noon. You have to be specific when you're talking about time. Also the date. We do not use the military format for date. In fact, whenever I'm writing a report, I don't even use an abbreviation for date. I use, say, today, March 17th, 2026. That's how I put my date in there. That way there is zero interpretation that can go wrong with that. Everybody knows what day it was. Okay. Same thing with the time. If I say 1:30 p.m., everybody knows that's 1:30 p.m. Not a lot of people know 1330 hours. I wish they did. It'd be better, but who am I? I'm just a captain. So I just know that I don't like any confusion when I get my reports, and I don't like any confusion when I submit reports. So I always submit them without abbreviations, and I always submit them the same format on my time. 1:30 lowercase p.m. That's how I always submit my times on my reports. Timing is important. Let's say, for example, I get a grievance from an inmate, and the grievance is against one of my officers, and he puts in at 5 o'clock p.m. Okay, at 5 o'clock p.m., my officer was off duty. So that's an easy grievance for me to answer. Which is why time is so important. If you submit a report saying that on March 17th, 2026 at 4:30 p.m. I did so-and-so, and you left work at 3:30 p.m., well, that's going to be suspect. So your timing is important. Your date and your time are vital to the report being done correctly. So make sure that you're doing your date and your time correctly, and without the ability for it to be misconstrued as something else. In other words, don't abbreviate anything, don't use weird phrasing, just don't. It's so much easier to put everything together where nobody can misunderstand it, because department people are not the only people that read your reports. I've said this in every one of my report videos. Lawyers, judges, attorneys, FDLE investigators, FBI investigators. There's any number of people that can get your reports, and they all have to be able to read the story being told to them of what happened. Folks, that's all I got for this video. I will see you guys in the next video. Remember, 1-800-799-SAFE is the domestic violence hotline. 1-800-799-7233. The people at the other end of that phone call have the ability and resources to help the victims of domestic violence. If the violence is ongoing, don't call that number. Call 911. Get some help. Okay? That's all I got for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.